Moscow is sharpening its tone and rattling sabres louder than ever. Just days after US President Donald Trump issued an ultimatum demanding a peace deal within 50 days or face secondary sanctions, Russia has fired back with chilling warnings of preemptive strikes against the West. Dmitry Medvedev, the former Russian president and current deputy chairman of the Security Council, issued the threat in a fiery interview with state outlet TASS, tying his remarks to the 80th anniversary of the Potsdam Conference. He accused the West of waging a direct and full-out war against Russia, pointing to satellite reconnaissance, sanctions, and the delivery of advanced missile systems like the Patriot as evidence of deep NATO involvement.
The West's treacherous nature and its warped sense of superiority are still evident, and we should therefore act accordingly, responding in full or even delivering preemptive strikes if need be.
Medvedev's remarks followed Trump's declaration that 100% tariffs would be imposed on nations purchasing Russian oil unless the Kremlin agrees to peace within the next 50 days. The threat marked a new level of economic pressure from Washington. Simultaneously, reports surfaced suggesting that Trump, during a recent call with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, had entertained the idea of Ukraine targeting Moscow directly. The White House later claimed the comment was taken out of context. Medvedev, unrelenting, insisted that Russia is no longer facing a proxy war, but a direct Western offensive aimed at dismantling the Russian state.
Today's developments, a proxy war or actually a full-out war involving the launch of Western-made missiles and satellite reconnaissance, sanctions packages, and loud statements on militarization in Europe, are yet another attempt to destroy the historical anomaly that the West hates so much, to destroy our country.
Framing his comments around the legacy of the Potsdam Conference, Medvedev pushed a broader historical narrative that the West's hostility toward Russia dates back centuries and remains fundamentally unchanged.
Since the time of Peter the Great, when Russia established itself as a European power, we have witnessed a consistent trend of hostility, distrust, and attempts to weaken our country in Western actions. As part of various coalitions, Western countries have sought to turn Russia into Europe's stepdaughter, admitted only to the threshold of the Pan-European House for Re-education. The Potsdam Conference taught us that relations with the West should not be based on illusions.
Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov reinforced the gravity of the moment, stating that Russia's nuclear doctrine remains in force, and so do all its provisions.
The nuclear doctrine is in force, so all its provisions are also in force. It is one of the most important documents.
On the other side of the Atlantic, Trump is showing no signs of backing down. On Wednesday, he confirmed that Patriot missile systems are being sent to NATO allies for transfer to Ukraine, and hinted that some may already be en route to Germany. The geopolitical cracks drawn at Potsdam 8 decades ago are showing signs of strain once again. With both Washington and Moscow invoking ultimatums and preemptive strike rhetoric, the space for diplomacy is evaporating, and the prospect of escalation grows more perilous by the day.